Alright, hey YouTube. Today we're going to be doing a book review on two books. One called The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and the other is Looking for Alaska by the same guy. I personally love both of these books, especially The Fault in Our Stars. Looking for Alaska, not so much, so I'm going to do this one first. This one is about a teenage boy, and he's kind of lonesome in his hometown, so he goes to a sort of boarding school. I don't want to be too detailed because some of you guys probably never read this before and is wondering what it's about. He basically falls in love with this girl named Alaska Young, and she's pretty wild and he's pretty reserved and hasn't had much experience, so he's pretty naive to the social life. There's a certain way that things work at his new boarding school. All they do is play pranks, smoke cigarettes and drink and whatnot, and out of nowhere a tragedy occurs which kind of shapes his life and his roommate's life. It was a pretty good book though, good love story. Other than that, I think it was the love plot and the character's emotion doesn't show as much as The Fault in Our Stars, and I think that's due to maybe a boy character. I think girls, when they play the leading role in a love story, I think they portray it much well than boys because they have much more emotions and they feel it sometimes, as much as guys too. So yeah, but it's definitely a good read. I would suggest you guys to read it. So up next we have The Fault in Our Stars, and this is one of my personal favorites. Not because it made me cry, but because it was an emotional journey, and it feels like you're there for the whole entire ride with the main character Hazel Grace Lancaster and Augustus Waters. They have a very complicated yet loving relationship, and both of them have a major fault, which is why it's called The Fault in Our Stars, or a major hamartia, as Hazel Grace would say. And the part that made me cry the most was when, well, the only part that made me cry was when, oops, spoiler alert, just in case, Augustus had a pre-funeral and his friend Patrick gave a speech that literally made me tear. So this is about a girl who has cancer, and she falls in love with some guy at her group. A group of people who all have faults, which may be cancer or whatever it may be. And Augustus has a prosthetic leg, and she falls for him, and he falls for her harder than she does for him. Basically, this book is a tragic love story. I would prefer everyone to go read this book. Like I said, it's one of my personal favorites, and it's very encapturing, and it will definitely squeeze a tear out of the side of your eye if you're looking for that. Other than that, thank you guys for coming to watch my video. Next week I'll probably be reviewing two books, If I Stay and Where She Went, both by Gayle Forman. And this is about a girl who falls in love with a boy named Adam. Yes, I do kind of have a thing for love story books, but she gets in a tragic car accident, and the whole book is basically an outer body experience. So I'll be reviewing these two books. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week. Don't forget to tune in.